Hey guys, good to have you all back. Let's do another spread today in my 1920s gentleman's journal. I've been flipping through the pages of the signatures. Everything is amazing. And then I came across this one and I have a plan for this. This is actually a paper lunch bag. Yes, let me show you the other side. Yep, it's just a normal paper bag. I love to add these to journals because it's crinkly. I love the sound. Also, it's a little bit of a different texture and very functional. Very functional. As it is now, less functional because if you put stuff in, it will automatically fall out. So that's what I want to do. I have an idea for a paper lunch bag. Yeah? Let me tell you what the plan is and show you the supplies that I'm going to use. So let's take it out first. Very easy because elastic binding. There you go. Ta-da! It is out. It's out. Okay. Here's the plan. I want to make sort of a big pocket here that you can put lots in, but have a sort of a flap on it, a closing flap over here. Now, on the other side, you could easily open this up and do the same. I am not going to. Also, you could open it up on the top and have a top-loading pocket. What I want to do is make sort of slots, yes, that you can put lovely cards in, stacked. That is the plan. Now, the closing flap here will also include decorating this. I don't know if I have time to decorate this, but this could be a lovely writing space. Yes, maybe just a little bit of decorating here. So for sure, the flap, the slots. I might have a little bit of time to actually make some cards to put in the slots to show you how this would work. Okay. You need a paper lunch bag for paper. Yes, could be a white one, a colored one, or what have you. Do you want measurements? I can give you measurements, but it all depends on how big your journal is. This is 13 inches by almost 6.5. It doesn't really matter if you have a little bit of a bigger one or smaller one, just as long as it fits in your journal, right? Okay, for the other papers, here's what I'm using. Yes, I'm going to use something from the kit. But loves, use anything that you want. I have a couple of pages out. I have this one out. Now, as you can tell, I have printed this smaller. I use sort of the Windows program for printing. So if you're using a Mac, I'm sorry, I have no clue how this works. So this is not full page. This is a little bit smaller. It's the second option. So not 2-page, but the smaller size. In the Netherlands, this is 25 by 20 centimeters. It's an option that I have in my Windows program for printing. So it's a little bit smaller because I want this to be this size. Yes, I double printed it. I put some lovely, one of the background pages on the back because this is going to be a flap. When you flip it open, you want something lovely. So I'm using this page. I'm also using this page with all the lovely cards. Yes, I'm going to use these small ones over here to make sort of the slots. So there are going to be slots inside here. So this is what I'm using for from the kit. I might add another one, but I do not know for sure yet. Because I also have this background page that I absolutely love. Maybe for the backings of the cards. The cards themselves I'm going to make from these book pages. Now, this is a book by Leonard de Vries. It's called, let me get it. It's called The Winkel van Sinkel. It's all filled with old advertisement pieces. I absolutely adore this one. So I think I want to make some sort of cards with this. Might back them with this. I don't know. I don't know yet. To put in the slots. Yeah? Okay, that's it for paper. For the tools, usual suspects, ruler, knife, scissors. You do need a ruler and a knife, lovies, to make the slots. Ruler, knife, scissors, glue. Yes. I am taking out my crocodile because I need to make some small holes, so the smallest setting. Also want to put in probably one eyelet. Do not know for sure. So I have some of my eyelets out. I also have a small cutting mat. Yes, because I need to make slots inside of the bag and not all the way through. So this needs to go inside of the bag so that I can actually make slots. Yeah? Okay. Now, I have a circle punch because I probably want to make a notch somewhere. Then I'm going to be stamping, background stamping. You can do anything you want with the background stamping, lovies. I've taken out the ticking and the grain from Mr. Tim Holtz to try to make it into sort of a grain sack or something. So I want to stamp on here, just normal stamp. Now, I already know this is going to give me a little bit of trouble because of the size. So I have taken out my stamp tool for this. Yeah. If I am going to make the cards, hopefully I have time to make the cards. I want to make some toppers on it. And I'm using this. Maybe you've seen it in one of my vintage treasure hauls. These are suede sort of fringes from either a bag or a coat, or I found a whole bag of them, and I think they're going to make for lovely sort of toppers on a tag, and it will coordinate with the bag and also with this, because this sort of is made of, well, it's paper, but the image is like this is suede, yeah, so probably this, but I do not know for sure yet. I'm going to do some inking for sure. I'm going to do corner rounders. Oh yes, corner rounder. Probably for the cards. Is that it? I think so. But you know me. Let's find out. I'm going to start with the background stamping. So I'm using my stamp tool because this is a very large stamp. I do have a big block for this, but this works better for me. Okay, here's what I want to do. I'm going to put this one on. This one? Yes, this one. Not like so. I'm going to put it on like so. It's the tiniest bit smaller. Can you tell? Yes, it will leave a little bit of an edge. Now, I could do stamping here and then stamp a little bit here. I'm not going to. No, I've tried that once before. Never lines up. So I'm going to stamp here, 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 just the whole way through. Yes, not on the other side. Now, speaking of the other side, my lunch bag has like an opening here. So this part is the tiniest bit shorter than that part, which means I'm going to make the flap attached to this side so it will flap over the opening, not the other way around. Does that make any sense? Yes, so the flap is going to fold over. So when you, just like an envelope, lovies, if you open up an envelope, yes, there's a little bit of room to put something in. So I'm going to be stamping here. Also, because this is now smaller, I think I want to add faux stitching on the sides. Like it's like a, not a paper bag, but a fabric bag. I don't know. For the color, I'm using pine cone. Why? Don't know. I just wanted something different. So I'm just going to line this up. There you go. Or I should line this up with my... Oh, it lines up nicely. Yes. So then I'm going to move it up and do all of them. Now, hopefully, yes, that works. Tim Holtz stamps, not as sticky as the clear stamps. I really enjoy these. When I would do this with the clear stamp, with the clear stamps. If I put it down, then the whole paper will lift off because those are way stickier. You might hear some of the sheep in the back. I do not live on a farm. However, there's sheep here on the dike. We have a dike. You know, where the little boy put his finger in. Yes, we do have all of those here in the Netherlands. And the sheep are there to maintain it, to eat the grass. Yeah, okay, there goes nothing. Do I have my tool somewhere? Not in reach. So we're gonna do it like so. Now, if this doesn't work in one go, you can do it again. That's why I have the stamping tool. But I'm hoping it worked in one go. Let's find out. Please, in one go. Almost. Almost. A little bit more over here. Well, it is what it is. And also, it's nice that it's not like really... It's probably the lines on the inside, yeah? Okay, so how am I going to do this? Because now I need to move it up. Well, we can move it up like so. Yes. So I'm going to stamp the other ones as well. Here and here. Didn't stamp that well at the bottom, because this is where all the papers sort of meet up for the bottom of the back. But that's quite all right, because we're going to cover most of this up. It's just background stamping with the slots. Okay, a little bit of room here, a little bit of room here. I think I'm going to do some faux stitching. I do have a stamp for this. I'm going to try to find it to stamp something on it. You could use your actual sewing machine if you wanted to. However, if you're going to sew all around it, it will close up the back a little bit. See? Because it won't open up anymore unless you just, well, good luck with this. Good luck with that if you have a sewing machine. So I'm either going to stamp on it, or I'm just going to do it by hand, take out a marker and make some marks like it's sort of faux stitched. Yes? Okay, now I'm going to let this dry for now and concentrate on the flap. I am using this, lovies. Now, if you don't use digitals, you could also use this. I found an envelope. Any envelope that you want with a flap. Yes, because that would also make for lovely closure. So if you're not using digitals, use an envelope. I'm using this. Now, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to cut all around it so that I'm left with the journal page. That's something I always do. I use digitals for a different purpose than what they are made for. I just like to be creative. So this is going to be sort of the flap, and this is going to go on the other side. I think. Do not know for sure yet, but probably will. Yeah? So I'm cutting this all out. Now, if your image is a little bit larger and you do not know how to print, just cut it smaller, lovies. Or you could also have it overlap a little bit, as long as it fits in the journal. Okay, so let me cut this all out. I found my faux stitchy stamp. Yeah, guys, I got this years ago, probably on AliExpress, so I cannot say who made it or link it for you or anything. But it looks amazing. Yeah, really cool. Okay, now for the flap. Cut this out very nicely. Inked all around it. Yes, it is double-sided. Now, before I glue this on, here's my journal. As you probably can remember, the signature, the width of the pages was 7.5 inches. Yes, keep this in mind. 7.5 inches was the widest page. Now, if we fold this in, I'm going to do it like so for now. This is actually 6.25. So basically, I could extend this by, let's say, 1 inch. And that's what I'm going to do, because I do not want to have this butt up against sort of the opening. I want to leave a little bit. Yeah, does that make any sense? So I'm going to eyeball where I want this. This whole part here, the ring binding part, I'm going to have on the other side. Are you? Yes, I'm going to have on the other side. So I'm actually going to make a fold here. And this will be, this is going to go here. Oh, it's going to look cool. Yeah. So I'm going to fold here first. You can do this by hand. I'm taking out my scoreboard because I've used rather heavy paper. There we go. I need to make a fold here. Just here. There you go. Here's where I'm going to fold it. Is that too big? Too much? Let's see. This is going to go here. Yes. Oh no, that's quite perfect. See, I'm going to open it up so that you can see. I'm going to let this stick out like 1 inch or so. So this will probably now be exactly 7.5. Yeah. Fantastic. So this is going to be sort of the opening. And you could put stuff in here. And on the other side, over here, I'm not going to stamp on this. I can make this into a side loading pocket or a top loading pocket, but it needs to be glued down somewhere. Yes, so either it's going to be glued down here. Well, it is going to be glued down here. Here and here for the top loading pocket, or here, here and here. I think I'm going to go for this option to have this as a side loading pocket. Yeah? Yes. Fantastic. Cool. Oh, and we have lots of room to decorate as well. Did not even realize this. Yeah. Okay. Inking a little bit. this part. There we go. And there we go. Oh, that looks amazing, right? Yeah. Absolutely love it. It's gonna go here. Now, I don't know if you can tell. There's sort of a thingy here that looks like an eyelet. I'm just gonna put in an eyelet. Because why not? Big one? Oh, sure, let's do a big one. Okay, now if you're going to use a smaller flap like only this, lovies, you'll probably need sort of a closure like a Velcro dots or something. But because it will close up all the way over here, I think it will stay put. If not, I'm going to add Velcro dots. These are the smaller ones. No. Are you going to use this one? Yes. Oh yes, that looks cool. Doesn't it? Yeah, cool. Bigger setting, please. Oh my gosh, I have room for decorating. I'm all excited now. Let's do some decorating. Maybe make an extra small pocket on here. Oh, there you go. Looks really cool. Now, because of the decorating part now. Do we want to do the decorating before we glue it on? No, because I'll probably want to add a stamp somewhere. No, it's flat enough. I'm going to glue it on. Yeah? Okay. What are we gluing? Well, we're gluing here. We're gluing here, here, and here. There we go. Inch. I'm going to line it up. Here. See? So I know I need to put glue here. A little bit removed from the inch. Good morning, Art. How are you going? There you go. I'm going to put a little bit more glue on the bottom to make sure that it stays stuck. And then on both of the edges. There you go. Now, if you want to do on the other side of the bag some decorating, do this beforehand, loves. Do this beforehand. Okay. Inch, love, inch. Remember the inch? I remember the inch. There you go. And it's going to stick out on both sides a little bit. You're trying to remove it. Yes, it's art glitter glue, love. Remember, that's going to stay put. Oh, well, that worked out perfectly. Yes, so it's going to be in the journal. Then you open up, big pocket, close her up. Fantastic. Do we want to do some decorating? Oh, and on the other side, we have a this. Big pocket now. Love it. Okay, well, bonus decorating. I'm using the freebie lovies because of this big two. I absolutely love that one. I'm not going to make a pocket on the top. However, I am going to make a pocket here. Because why not? Because we just can. We just can. I'm just going to cut it out first, like so. Yes. Just, oh, the big two there. Yeah. I don't know if I need more stamping. I think I might like it more plain. Also, you can, if you want to, journal on there. Are we going to round corners on this one? I think we are. Just a big old two. With a something. Do you need a something? Do you want to add a piece of the blue? No, I'm not going to add blue. What are you going to add? More numbers? I am going to add blue. Just add the blue. Why not? The grayish blue. There we go. Yes, I'm loving these scissors. For sure. Did not think I would love them. They're the recoil scissors. Love it from Mr. Tim Holtz. There we go. Just a tiny part. I'm actually thinking about adding a phrase or a word. I might take out my Dymo tag for this. Probably will. Okay, I'm not rounding corners, but I will ink a little bit because, especially on the edges, because that's where you see that it is cut out of white paper. Yes, simple decorating, love it. And I will make a pocket on the inside. The lines on here are very convenient. A little bit lower, love, a little bit lower. There you go. On the inside, I had a scrappy left. This is from a previous project. I don't even know. It is from the Kid Loves. Now, this was the freebie. This is not a freebie, but I think I'm going to cut this one out. Yes, and make it into a pocket. And also, I'm going to look for my Dymo label punch tag thingy to make a something. Found my Dymo tag punch thing. Very old. I have black in. I'm just going to do journal. Now, this is an older one, so I'm hoping it will work. Otherwise, you know, I'm going to try it again. Sometimes it doesn't really want to work. This was actually left by the previous owner of this home in the shed. Found it. So, yeah. And it worked. It says journal. Love it. I'm going to put it there. Tim Holtz also has these loves. I haven't found them yet. Dooding doesn't have them in the collection, but I know Miss Tim Holtz makes these. But I have the real one. So I'm just going to use the real one. I thought of something else. I actually want to make this into sort of a closure. It's not really a closure. So I've punched out, because I found this number 13 on the freebie. Just punched it out. I'm going to back it on here, on this one. Also need to ink this a little bit. And do the string around with the eyelet there, because why not? I found the tiniest brad. I'm just going to use a tiny one because I do not want there to be a big sort of circle within the 13. Oh my gosh, there we go. Yeah, also needs something on the bottom to have it raised a little bit. I keep getting questions about these hole reinforcers that I have. Lovies, this is made from a die cut set from Elizabeth Craft Designs called Reinforcement Pack 1 and 2. Yes, Reinforcement Pack 1 unfortunately is not available anymore. Needs to be raised a little bit. Was that the middle? Probably is not the middle, but it's going to hold the tiniest brad. Now, we need to put the brad inside of the bag. Fortunately, we have enough room. I'm gonna add this here and make the tiniest sort of pricky. Pinch it, this. There you go. Yes. Okay. Bigger hole, please. There we go. Careful, you could rip the whole thing. Where's my brad now? It's because you guys are watching. It is going to be cool. This was not planned. Okay, I'm going to put my hands in, I'm going to put this in, and then I'm going to spread the legs, but I'm going to do that off camera because you guys is making me nervous. Yeah? And I'm going to take out a piece of string. I think I want to do something with the blue color to sort of, you know, repeat the blue somewhere. I think I found the perfect color blue. Yes. Very thin baker's twine. You don't need a lot. Just a small piece. Going to double this up and then put it through here. There we go. Yes. And then around here. So cool. But also I wanted to make a pocket on the inside. So cut this out, lovies. Rounded corners, inked all around it. I'm not going to do anything special to it other than just glue it on. Glue it on. Oh, I stamped something off on the other side. That's quite right because it's not going to be visible. There you goes. Fantastic. Another spot to put something in. You can put in loads here, a little bit here, and then this closes up. Done? Well, this side is done. We have this part to work on now. Yes, because it's going to be in the journal like so. This is the other page. Let's do the other page. So for the other page, I cut these 3 out. You can use them as labels or fold them over, make tabs with them, or hidden paper clips. You can all do all sorts, but I'm going to put them on their side. That's quite all right. You can have numbers like this, no worries. So let's see. I'll have them like this, this, and this. Yeah? Okay, but I'm going to make openings in them, small slots, so that you can actually put cards in them and stack them, not only in the label, but also in the back itself. That's going to be tricky. But first, let's do the labels. Cut them out, rounded corners, inked all of them. I'm going to, they're all the same size. I'm going to line them up, yeah? I'm going to make 2 small holes, here and here. I am going to use the center and use the tiniest setting on my crocodile. I wish I had a smaller one, but I will eyeball it. I will eyeball it. Here's one. And here's the other one. So we have 2 small holes. Yes? Why? Because I just want to sort of have rounded corners. I'm going to take them out one at a time. I'm going to do this one at a time. I need a knife and a ruler. Yeah? I'm going to do it like so. Now, I am going to line up almost the bottom of the small holes that I made. Yeah? Little bit tedious, I know, but it'll work. And then you cut a line. Make sure your paper doesn't move. If it does, print it out again. There's one. Flipping it over, doing the same on the bottom. So just touching the bottom part of the small circles that we made. Yes. Slots. Why did I make the circles? Because I want the ends of the slot to be sort of rounded. Right? Okay. So I'm going to do the same with the other 2 as well. All of them done. Now I'm going to glue them on and then I'm going to make the openings. Yeah? I think that's going to be easier. Now I'm not going to glue this on the bottom because how you're not going to, nothing's going to fit. So I'm going to sort of position them there, there, and there. Like so. Do we need anything else? Decorating underneath, inside? No? No. Okay. Try to have them straight. That'll be lovely. There we go. Yes. This one first, not all the way to the top. Going to use this line, sort of try to have this straight. There you go. Yes, also want equal parts between these slots, but you know, you can eyeball it. And the last one. Yep. Okay, cool. Now, I need two things. I have this cutting mat. Yes, found it in a thrift shop. But loves, use a coaster. Yes, that you put your drinks on, the back side of it, or something small that will fit into the back that you can actually cut on. Then I need to open the back up first. There you go. I'm gonna put it in. Mind the gussets. Love, gonna put it on top of one of the gussets. Yes. Slide it all the way to the end. Yes, so it's underneath here now. Yeah. Now I cannot make the rounded corners there, but that's quite all right. Just gonna open it up here. I'm gonna turn it over, lovelies, because I work better from this side. There we go. And there, and then I'm gently going to cut here. Yes, that worked. Careful, careful, love, careful. There you go. Here's one. See the green? Yes, that's my mat. Move this. Yes, do it again. And also the last one. So you're actually opening up the slots with your ruler and your knife and something underneath. It works. Let me show you, because there's openings now. Here, yes, here. And now this goes all the way. Can you see? Can you see? To the bottom as well. So the slots reach all the way from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to make cards in them. Yes, I have time to make cards. I'm really happy. However, I'm not going to make like a very small card here and this small of a card. No, because they can reach all the way to the bottom. Now, the total height of this sort of bag is 6 inches. So the card I'm going to put in here, I'm going to make 6 inches tall so that it can move all the way to the bottom. Yeah. Then the next one I'm going to make 5 inches tall. The top is going to be here. And then the next one 4 inches tall. Now for the width, this is a little bit shy of 3 inches. So I'm going to make the card 2 3/4 inches by 4, 5 and 6. Make any sense? Hope so, hope so. Now, for the base of the cards, I'm using this. This is craft colored cardstock. For me, this is a staple in your craft room. Yes, I buy these. You can buy these from different brands as well. I think Studio Light has some. So Do It Ink probably has some. I buy mine at Action because they're really, really cheap. 2 different weights in them. This is thinner and then this is heavier. Does it say a weight on the back? No, paper and cardstock. Well, it is what it is. And I use these all the time. You could print on these, and these I rarely ever use. Okay, so I'm going to make bases first with these cards, with this cardstock. So 2 3/4 by 4, 5 and 6. And then I'll be using these lovelies to decorate them, cover them. And also I'm going to add some of these bits and bobs as labels. Yeah? Okay. First, I'm going to make the bases. My bases are all done. I don't know if I'm going to round corners or make actual sort of tag shapes in them. Let's just see what images we can find. Okay, I'm going to flip through them. I'm looking for sort of tall images. Yes, like well, this, and it doesn't need to fit all the way on. Well, this looks amazing, like toilet roll. Yes, it will fit on here, but you can also have it stick out a little bit, or well, not stick out, but you know, have half of the image on. Oh, this is amazing. These are file folders. Can you see? Yeah. Will that work? That will work. So I'm gonna be auditioning. Oh, look at all the hats. Love it. Doesn't fit on here. Yes, Alfred hats. For those who don't know, the journal is Alfred's journal. Oh, I love them, but they're too big. Or an organ. That would work. Yes, because of the gentleman that I've used in the first project. Little boys. More sort of advertisement pieces. The weirdest ones, guys. But these were all actual sort of products that they made back in the day. Yes. Oh, that also looks cool. That could work. Or this for suspenders. That could work. What's on the other side? A soap sort of suspender. An antique one. Oh, I wish I had this in real life. Yes, it's the clamps, the copper ones with, oh yeah. Ooh, oh yeah. Oh, do you fit? He does. Look, in his pajamas or underwear. Oh, that is just so cool. More Alfreds. Ooh, speaking of, oh my gosh, yes. Does he fit on the tallest one? Where's my card? Here. I really want to use him. He does. He even does now. The one in the middle. Oh yeah, yeah, sure. I'm gonna have a gentleman on here. I'm gonna have this one, and then probably an advertisement piece. Desks. Cool, right? I really love these images. Yes. Oh, that is cool as well. But then I cannot use the Alfred. Well, let's see. With a camera. A toothbrush holder. The weirdest things. They come up with the weirdest things. More gentlemen. Yes, but they're too tall. And ladies. Okay, guys, I'm going to cut some of them out. In the sizes of this. Now I actually want to have the tiniest bit of a border all around. So you see the craft colored cardstock also on the front. And the back is going to be used mainly for real journaling. I have my images. I have Alfred fully clothed. Alfred in his underwear. Apparently Alfred needs to smoke in his underwear because this looks like he's holding a cigarette. I don't know. And then I've chosen more underwear because why not? He's now an underwear model, like for Calvin Klein. the OG Calvin Klein model. Yeah, there you go. So these are my cards. Yes, the biggest one here, and this one, and this one. I want to make tag shapes on them. I have this tool that I need to use. It makes very small angles. But lovelies, I also have a template. Yeah, just a debit card. Snip off corners that you can make lovely tag shapes with. Yeah, these are very small ones. I'm going to use the biggest one on the smaller ones, 15 millimeters. So I'm going to make this into a tag shape. Yes, on the top, but also this image then. So if we line it up now, see. I actually cut this one a little bit too short, but that's quite all right. It has equal sort of lines everywhere. So I'm going to do that with all of them. I am not going to change out the angle for the smaller cards. I think it will be fine. There you go. And then the last one. Oops. Guess where that went? Yes, straight into my shirt. Come on, come out. Okay, there you go. There you go. Right, so. Now, before I glue them on, I'm going to do inking. I'm going to do inking around the card and around the image. Vintage photo for this, but probably something darker for this. Walnut stain, vintage photo. I'm just going to ink them just all around to make them look a little bit older. I did leave this edge on here where it was torn out of the page. Yeah. Now you're probably all gonna wonder, oh my gosh, where can I get these books? Well, if you're Dutchy, sometimes you find them in a thrift shop. Sometimes. But you can look for them on Marktplaats. Also, I know some of my friends on Instagram sell them, like Ellen's Little Treasures sometimes has them. They can get a little bit expensive because they're just amazing, amazing books. Don't go look for them if you're not within the Netherlands. Otherwise, you pay a lot of money for the book. Also, a lot of money for shipping and such. But let's say you're in the United States of America. Yeah. Look for the Sears and Roebuck book. There's a Sears and Roebuck book that has basically the same as this. I also have that book somewhere. I have 2 of them. One to cut up. Yeah? Or go online. See if you can find some prints of this. I cannot scan this because copyrighted. Okay. Also going to ink all around these with a darker color. You can glue this on with your glue stick for sure, no problem. But I also know that glue stick sort of warps. Then I need to go flatten them out underneath something. So I'm just going to put on art glitter glue. But basically, lovies, yes, art glitter glue is sort of an expensive glue. Just use glue stick. Then you need to flatten them out because that sort of warps. Okay, leaving equal parts. Hopefully everywhere. There you go. Yes, this one. And then I have a couple of these cut out. And I think I want to use them as sort of small labels. Because this is one piece. But actually you can cut this up in multiple pieces to make multiple labels. Cool, right? Yes. Same with this. So I'm going to glue these on and then see what we can cut out of these, make into labels and do a little bit of decorating. Let's do some decorating. Now I also want like or a hole reinforcer on the top or an eyelet or something. So I need to take that into consideration. So lots of space here as well. I'm going to start with sort of Calvin Klein Alfred. Yeah, lots of blank space here. So you could stamp something here. That also be fantastic. But I'm thinking to use the top part of this piece. There you go. I will, however, because these have rounded corners on the top. Round corners here as well. There you go. A little bit of inking. I do not want to cover up his cigarette, even though I am against smoking, but I think it's just the funniest thing ever. I'm going to have this on here. Oh, let's first try to make them fit. They fit. Yes, they fit perfectly. Okay. Are you going to fold it over or have it stick out the tiniest bit? I don't know if it still fits then, so I'm probably going to have it flip over. Okay. Yes. And then have this flip over and then re-ink it. Also needs a little something here. There are so many little somethings on here. Like this. I'm just going to have the tiniest label. Isn't it cool? I just really like this. I love tiny labels. It does have a number on here. Yeah, it's not straight, love. Not even a bit. There you go, better. Small thingies. Yeah. How about this one? There's so much going on here. I think I'm just gonna use this bottom label here. Yes. And maybe add a small little number. We have this left. So why not? Oh, that looks so cool. Honestly, guys, on these like this, you have a gazillion bits and bobs. You can look at this, a big ticket, and you can do whatever. I know I made this for you guys, but mostly for myself. Mostly for me. Okay, now this is going to have a topper. I was going to use oh yeah, these. I'm just going to use these, right, as toppers. Will that still work? Oh yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. I'm gonna staple it. I'm gonna think about it. There you go. I need 3. Now for this one, there is part of a gentleman here and here. So I was thinking I'm going to use this part here with all the sort of numbers, just to put on here as sort of a special side tuck, and then put like another card in. Why not? Why not? So I'm just gonna cut this strippy out. I cut the strippy out, and then I just cut the corners because I just wanted it to look different than just a straight piece. Yeah? Okay, inked a little bit, and I'm just gonna glue it on. Top, bottom, and on one side. This is going to be a tuck spot. Not really a pocket, but more like you can tuck something underneath. There you go. I'm following the edge of the book page and not the edge of the cardstock underneath. There you go. Yes. Really cool. Needed something here? Well, we have this number. Snip corners. Instead of doing corner rounding, I'm going to make snipped corners. What's that noise outside? I think I'm going to put it down here because we're also going to have, and there's already a number there. So I'm going to put it here. Just looks cool. Where did you get all the lovely labels? Well, from all of this. Yep. Not upside down. There we go. Fantastic. Now let me quickly think about how I am going to do the toppers. Maybe they're a little bit too big. I need to make them a little bit shorter. I think so. I think I'm going to make them shorter. What if we cut these in half? I'm not using my normal scissors for this. I'm taking out my fabric scissors. Yeah, that looks cool, right? Do you think the tiny attacher will work? I'm going to try. I changed my mind. I'm not going to do the bunny ears. By bunny ears, I mean this. So I'm going to call this bunny ears. I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to make sort of a loop. Like so, that you can pull on. And have an eyelet in. More gentleman-like, more manly, yeah? Because most of the time you use lace to make such a sort of a topper on a tag. But Let's just use something more manly. So, and there you go. I'm not gonna glue on his head. Yes. This is just to sort of fasten them temporarily, because there's also going to be an eyelet through. But they need to be stuck first. Tested it out, guys. It works. I wasn't gonna take any chances. Oh my gosh. Now you need to be on the lookout for fringes. Yeah. Crocodile. Smallest setting on this one. Oh yeah. I'm gonna make a mark first where I want the eyelet to be. There you go. So I have sort of a guideline. There we go. Works. Yes, well, you can almost get through anything with this device, honestly. Like heavier book covers. It works. There we go. And then the eyelet. Be sure that the eyelets, if you put them in, are like, oh my gosh, I cannot show you because of my longer fingernails, are long enough. Yeah, that they're long enough, because lots of layers. Oh my gosh, go in. There you go. There you go. Fantastic. Now you can pull them out. Cool. Love it. Love it. As for the fringes, lovies, in a thrift shop, go look for old bags that have the fringes, or sometimes they're on sleeves or on boots, or just, you know, you could also cut strippies of suede if you have something like it. Yeah. Let me do the other two as well. Almost done. Put them in. Needs something. So I had my Dymo out, so why not put on a lovely word. So I punched collect, and it's a perfect spot here. There you go. Collect. Yeah. Also put travel on this one, and then here, yeah, this was the other piece of all the numbers, so I'm going to make this into a card that slips in here. I had this piece left. I inked. There's rounded on the bottom and straight on the top. Adventurous, I know. Just gonna have it on as sort of a lovely piece of embellishment. There you go. This is the fold. Beware of the fold. And then I have this that says documents, because apparently you can put in documents. Yes. And then a lovely little card there. Yeah? Love it. Love it. Did not do anything to this side, loves. No. Just kept it as is. Let's look at the end result. So when you put it back in the journal, it looks completely different. I added a little something here because it just was too much blank space. But it's actually, lovies, a pocket, yes? You can put lots in if you want to. So a big pocket here. You can maybe do some more stamping. I put travel on here. And then on the other side, this is where we did all the sort of decorating and such. You open it up like so. Some lovely sort of decorating, small piece of decoration, doesn't need a lot. You might want to journal on here or stamp a date or what have you. Then you open up. There you go. Yes, you have a pocket here, big pocket here, and then, well, huge pocket here that you can put all sorts in. And it says documents. Documents, yeah? Really cool. There you go. And then when we flip through the other side of these pages, there we go. There we go. Yeah, we have the slots pockets. Very cool. Now, you could also have opened it up on the top or on the side to make another pocket, but I thought, why not do something completely different? I really like the idea that we made sort of a fabric pattern on here. Looks cool. So we have the lovely cards from, well, Calvin Klein, Alfred. Come on, Alfred. Why are you stuck? Because of this piece here. Yeah, Calvin Klein, Alfred. Yes. And then this one, see, I made a small tuck spot, so you can actually put a small card here with a secret message. You can do all sorts of journaling on the back, lovies. Yeah. So if you're a real journaler, this will work as well, because this is much smaller than the other pages. You can have the cards actually stick out a bit on the top. No worries. This label is giving me a little bit of trouble, but you know, that's quite all right. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't going to do anything to the back, but I had a piece of the underwear left, and also socks. It's just the funniest image, right? So I made another pocket here. You can do some journaling or what have you. I just thought it was a funny image. Yeah? Perfect. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I really liked the end result. It's just so fun. And again, if you're not using digitals, do this with an envelope. Do this with an envelope. Make a flappy and use any papers that you have and any style, or you know, do it with butterflies and flowers and lovely stuff. But I'm working on a gentleman's journal. Guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I had fun. I'll be back again this Wednesday with, well, other pages. I don't know. They're all so very interesting. I have no clue what I'm using. Maybe something with the flaps. I think something with the flaps, with the extra flaps that we made. Let's find out. I'm hoping to see you Wednesday. Until then, bye guys.